Hey guys, so today we're going to be doing a spiral nail or corkscrew nail, whichever you want to call it. And like I tell everyone, I am a beginner nail tech. So this is just me learning and trying to perfect my craft. Right now, all I'm doing is creating a base or thin base right now on the nail. Don't know if you guys can see that or not. Get that pink out of there. Just a really light base. Alrighty, so I'm gonna create a tiny little peak. Oh, tiny little peak, so I don't need that much monomer on my brush. I don't think you guys could even see me dab some off the back. Basically, almost like extending the nail beyond itself just a little. Try and back this out some to flatten it out. So all I'm doing is flatten the back part out and then bring in this out some. This little peak I need. Just a little peak. This brush, I hate it. See, just bringing it out. And I got my lip peak, whatever you want to call it. I got it. So all I did was bring it out a little, because this is what my straw is going to rest on. Let that dry. As you can see, just a little bit, just to form a lip. Now, when it comes down to the straw, dab of glue on the end of your straw, just a dab. And what you're going to do is take it and mount it onto that lip you just created. Okay, so once your straw is on, you kind of feel it's not moving to go anywhere. Take your brush and you begin to do your base. That's going to connect the spiral with the nail. And like I said, for visual purposes, I am dipping and using pink as well. And you want this to be a medium to dry bead, because you don't want it running all over the place. So we're going to put it right there. Right there. This is a medium to dry bead. Just bring it over, just so you can maneuver it more. And I bring this over as well. Making sure it keeps its form, but I'm trying to bring it to the end over here as well. Okay, so push this back because I need all of this to be covered. Just like that. So this is just the beginning of my spiral. And like I said, medium to dry bead. I keep go back in, flattening my brush when I'm doing this so that I have less drilling to do. You can see that. That's just the foundation, and you may see some of the pink is off because it's mixed with clear and pink. So I'm mixing clear and pink together, but just for visual purposes. So this is like the beginning of my spiral. So I kind of mounted my spiral on with that bead I just used and started my spiral right on this end right here. So I can begin going around now. About that size bead right there. Add a little pink to it. Dry to medium bead. Like I said, dry to medium. Come on. So I turn my hand over and I connect it right where that piece was. Get that out the way. Right here. I'm connecting it right there. Make sure you have a good connection, guys. Good connection or it will break on you. I don't know if you guys can even see that. And you want to work kind of fast to get it in place. Hopefully you guys can see that. Flatten my brush back. So you can see it on this side as it start coming around. And it has ended up on this side. So what I'm doing is just making sure it's just straight around. And I don't take none of the bulk from it. I leave the bulk. And I bring it up how high I want it. Next bead, you're doing the same thing. Medium to dry bead. Put it right there where your last one left off at. Make sure you're securing the connection between these ones, because you will experience breaking fast. Oh goodness, I had you guys out of frame. I'm sorry. Want to make sure it's aligning properly. That cuts down on your amount of filing you're going to have to do. Like I said, I'm a beginner tech, so this is what I do. I know other people may do it a different way. This is what I do. And I leave space in between because I go back in with a second layer. All right. Turn to the side. I'm going to do the same thing. Get that marker off your brush. Medium to dry bead. Right there at the connection. Right there at the connection. Now begin to form. And let it go around. The reason why you want it to medium to dry bead because you want it to be able to move slowly, but also move on its own around the nail. Have to turn it. So see, it's coming around the nail on its own. And I don't have the nail downward. I have it sideways straight. I mean the hand. Well, nails as well. Just patting it around. Not too much. Getting that excess off. Got that brush out again. And it's not going to look perfect right at the moment because you still have to file it and do that second coat on there to thicken it up. And this is going to be our last one. Right on top of where you left off at. Right on top where you left off at. I'm sorry, guys. And all I'm doing is pushing it into place. So that it'll have your brush flat. Taking that little bit off because it's going to be the last one. I don't want it to go around. It's going to be the peak of it. Take that off as well. Alright. So that's our first layer on the spiral. Not doing a whole lot of spiraling. I only did this for visual purposes. So you guys can kind of see how to do it. And now I go back in with clear. I might put a little more pink on it, just so you guys can kind of see. But the bulk of it is going to be clear, because now I'm building up. And I'm doing the exact same thing I just did with the pink. But now I'm building it up. Now, you're just going to go over it with the clear coat to encapsulate everything. So when it comes down to filing, and of course you do this, if you do this in all clear, you won't have to do the encapsulating. But because of the color, I'm going to go ahead and encapsulate the whole thing. Right, and now I'm going to focus on my actual nail. I have to build the apex for it. And because I've already put so much on here, I'm being very light-handed on how much I put to build my nail and my apex. So that's why you may see me taking a little bit at a time. Put you guys back in focus. Just patting, softly patting. And swiping down. Okay, and I think I've built it up enough. See if I can, you guys can see. Hopefully you guys can see because I can't tell. So I'm going to let that dry, and then I'll come back and show you how to take the straw out and file and all that.